Dreaming dreams we all do, working hard so they come true. You can get a helping hand at Kmart stores, they understand. Kmart is your savings store.
For many, the name Kmart would surely bring about a nostalgic feeling. Quite possibly their first trip to the beloved retail establishment was likely with a dear loved one, as shopping for monthly groceries or maybe buying school supplies for the start of the new year was a family matter. Upon arriving, they would be greeted with a likely busy scene of a full parking lot and consumers leaving with full shopping carts. They more than likely saw a bright red and tan building adorned with big red and blue letters spelling Kmart. Upon entering, the smells of popcorn might infiltrate the nostrils, while the gentle lingering smell of the nearby electronics section trailed gently behind. The inviting image of colored walls and product lining shelves outweighed only perhaps by the gentle smile of a Kmart employee. People have raved about dining spaces and something called chopped sandwich, and blue light specials, which hold a special place in a lot of people's hearts and minds. This place had probably everything anyone could ever need, from batteries to clothing, appliances to food, but like with most good things, Kmart too sadly came to an end. With this video, we will rewind and take a look at its beginning and follow its footsteps as it grew into the lovable retail giant, to its disappearance shrouded in mystery. The buildings people in my age range are familiar with are probably ones like these. This is what I think about when I see Kmart, but in the beginning it started like this. Sebastian Sparing Kresge was the father of this nostalgia powerhouse. Apparently Kresge poured $6,700 of his savings into his first store, located in Memphis, Tennessee, which was co-owned by a man named John G. McCrory, who owned his own chain of stores at that time. They apparently owned one more store during this time period, which I believe was located in Detroit, Michigan. Kresge made a deal with McCrory to trade his share in their original co-owned store to completely own the Detroit location, and it was all uphill from there. By 1912, Kresge operated 85 stores, and by 1924, that number had grown to a whopping 257 stores scattered throughout the states, with annual sales being approximately $300 million. The man responsible for molding the nostalgic image that conjures up in our minds would be this man, Harry B. Cunningham. He saw the rise of different discount department stores in the late 1950s, which included stores like Woolworths and Woolco, and he decided Kresge needed to get in on the action. Cunningham envisioned a larger store that offered its goods at discount prices, and in 1962, the first official Kmart was born in Garden City, Michigan. That same year, Kmart opened 17 sister locations. Kmart's success was well known. It thrived and adapted well in the growing consumer culture of that time. They were famous for their low prices, wide selection, and the legendary Blue Light Special, which was a sale promotion that made its debut in 1965. The promotion directed shoppers to a discount item located somewhere in the store via flashing blue light. The 1970s, 80s, and 90s were arguably Kmart's golden age.
Merry, Merry Christmas from your Kmart Christmas store.
As they continued to expand rapidly, they teamed up with multiple celebrities. Celebrities like Martha Stewart, Jacqueline Smith, and even fictional characters like the ones on Sesame Street had brushed elbows with the then retail giant. Kmart attracted many customers with exclusive product lines and a solid reputation for value. It was not only a valuable and reliable retail establishment, but also a cultural force with a massive loyal consumer base. By the end of the 1980s, they had expanded to over 2,000 stores, and for about 30 years, Kmart had a taste of being the big cheese. One can only imagine how it felt to relish in the glory. But there were storm clouds brewing on the horizon, and Kmart was chugging happily along, blissfully unaware of the sleeping giant underneath its feet.
customers have proven it for themselves. Prove it to yourself that Walmart offers you the lowest discount prices every day.
A competitor by the name of Walmart was aggressively expanding and innovating right underneath Kmart's nose. Walmart focused on even lower prices, efficient supply chains, and a relentless pursuit of customer satisfaction. Kmart began to struggle with outdated technology, poor inventory management, and a good example of this was, basically Kmart corporate said it was not allowed for employees to tell customers which stores had an item in stock, leading to competition within its own company. There was also a lack of clear brand identity. One thing that made them stand out was their blue light specials. It was something that people remember fondly. But sadly, they never did much to continue that. They lost their edge on pricing and selection, and the customers started to drift away. Kmart simply did not react fast enough. Kmart filed for bankruptcy in 2002, and at that time it was the largest bankruptcy in the U.S. retail history. Still, the company aimed to restructure while keeping all of its locations open. They eventually merged with Sears, forming Sears Holdings, and that formed the third largest retailer at the time. But even then, it could not be saved as stores gradually began closing, until its final location closed in October 2024. Kmart's story is a somber reminder that even if something is successful, it can fail if it does not adapt and innovate to a constantly shifting landscape. Although its best days are behind it, Kmart left an undeniable mark on American culture. What are some of your favorite Kmart memories? Subscribe for more deep dives into the world of retail and the not-so-forgotten things of the past. Thank you.
Kmart is your savings store, where your dollar buys you more. They give your dreams a helping hand. At Kmart stores